During that conversation, the realization that I had been in denial for years just hit me and I knew I was gay. Gay people of Reddit, what was your "oh crap I'm gay" moment? The moment I, a male, thought, "Damn, why are all the hot guys gay?" followed immediately by, "Wait, what? I'm bi," and I realized it a little while after a friend of mine came out to me as bi. "How do you know?" I asked her. "I just know that I check out both girls and guys." She replied, "That doesn't mean you're bi, everyone does that. I check out girls and guys too." When I realized I fell in love with my best friend. Also, we were both on the football team and we shared a locker. Did you ever say anything to him? No. There's no need to. He's straight and I've been with the love of my life for almost 5 years now. I'm so embarrassed, but it was while watching that absolutely grim show, A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, on MTV. I was an 18-years-old girl, had never met a gay person that I knew about in real life, and boom, I loved all those lesbians on the show. Donnie the firefighter, thanks for all the feelings. Can't believe it's a shout out to Tila Tequila for her dumb show. I never had any crushes, or interest in anything romantic until quite a few years after my sister and step-sister did, 13 months and 22 months younger than me, respectively. Then, when I finally developed a crush, it was on a girl. Suppressed it for years after my crush rejected me, so hard even I, myself, believed it was untrue. Until I got drunk around a campfire with my best friend, and ended up making out with her all night. My best friend and I have now been married for 5 months. In 6th grade, my teacher made an announcement after people had been making poor taste gay jokes. He said, "There's a high change that one of you in here is gay, and you probably don't know it. It might be you, so shut up." In that moment I was like, haha yeah okay sure I'd kill myself if I was gay, and then 2 years later I was cranking it to a guy, and after a while of doing that I was like, oh, maybe I am gay. My best friend, who grew up as a good Irish Catholic schoolgirl, was walking behind a woman in an airport in the most amazing yellow dress. Just going on and on in her head about how beautifully it flowed, how it curved, how it settled on. After minutes of this, she realized that actually she was just staring at that ass. It was an amazing ass. Oh crap, she thought, as she realized, looking back down her life. Every time I've admired another woman's clothes, I've totally been admiring them. So, yeah, that ass changed her life. I can't remember that exact moment, but I'll share the story of coming out to my parents. One night my mother came up to my bedroom and talked to me about how depressed and quiet I had been of late. She told me, "I want you to know, no matter what your father and I love you." I started crying, and she said, "If there's something bothering you, tell me, so I can help. I love you, and can handle anything." I covered my face, bawling. She then said, "We won't judge you for anything, not even who you love." At this point, I realized she knew and wanted me to say it, but I wasn't ready to say it. Instead I said, "I didn't want you to find out like this." She comforted me, and stressed the need for me to tell my father soon. I was very reluctant and scared to do so. Well, she told him the next day when I was at school, explaining years later that she couldn't keep a secret from her husband like that, and wanted to be sure he would have time to process. When I got home my mother fessed up, and my dad said, "Son, I don't care who you love, it makes no difference to me, so long as you are happy and healthy." I sat on the dining room table, and cried again, but this time for being wholly accepted by the family I love and that loves me. So really, I didn't come out, my mother outed me, but in the best way possible. Thank you, Mom, thank you, Dad, for being the best parents any son could hope to have. Edit, I'm very close with both of my parents and have told them of all the Redditors who praised them. I'd like to reply to everyone, but it's just way too much typing, so I'll upvote instead. Thank you all so much. Not me, but my best friend. I've known my bro group for years, and he would always be popping random boners when we are all in the pool or beach. That's when he said he knew. It was senior year before he finally told us. Unfortunately, when his parents found out, they pretty much disowned him. Same with his boyfriend's parents. They both moved into my spare room soon after, while they figured out where to go. In 2 weeks I'll be the best man at their wedding. I couldn't be more proud of them. I love them like brothers. Edit, so the wedding went great. Still recovering from a hangover. Unfortunately, neither of the groom's parents turned up even though they all were invited. I got a little teary-eyed at their vows, and laughed a bit as well. They both about fell over once they got their wedding gift. 2 weeks in Atlantis, because they couldn't afford a honeymoon. It was a massive effort on the guys to get everything arranged, along with nearly threatening their bosses to get the time off work, haha. But the look they gave was totally worth it. Now to go drink 10 more glasses of water. Much love, pals and gals. Damn. 4 hours late to the party here. Hopefully somebody sees this. The hot girl on college campus that my friends all wanted, but she wanted me. I was questioning if I was gay and found guys attractive but never told anyone. I thought I just needed to have sex with a girl to prove I wasn't gay. Went back to her room, made out, got her undressed, and decided to just go for it. With my face literally inches from her lower lady bits, I say out loud, "I'm gay." "Sorry, it's not you. I'm gay. Really gay." She was pissed and confused. I got dressed and went back to my buddy's dorm. I told him I was gay. He was shocked but supportive, and happy he has a chance with her now. As a kid, girls were gross. Kissing was gross. Just, ew. I mean, we knew that one day we'd start hooking up with girls, but we never understood why. Then, as I started to hit puberty, and noticed that everyone else was suddenly into girls, I still thought they were gross. We'd watch porn together, and I'd be looking at the dude and the cock, rather than the chick and boobs. But what really did it for me was, when I was showering in the communal showers in the changing rooms at school. This dude 2 years older than me, I'm 11, he's 13, is standing behind me asking how long I'm going to be, and I look at him, then look down. Then look at his, seemingly, massive cock, and all of a sudden want it in me. I looked back up at him, and he knew I'd been staring at his cock. So I just looked at him and said, "Nice watch," because he was wearing a watch. And then left the shower. Thanks, Ryan. Your cock made me realize I was gay. And no, his cock never went in me. I was at summer camp, between 7th and 8th grade. I'd made a new friend and we were talking about stuff, getting to know each other. He made an offhand comment about one of his friends who was bisexual. I was like, what does that mean? I'd never even heard of the concept before then. It had never even crossed my mind that people could be romantically interested in the same sex. So he tells me what it means to be gay and bisexual. I think to myself, am I? I didn't know I could be like that. Maybe I am. Spoiler alert, I was. One of my gay friends was telling me how he realized he was gay, and I found myself relating to everything he was saying. Before that, I thought I was asexual. I knew I wasn't into girls but had never really seriously contemplated whether or not I was into guys, perhaps because I was afraid of the conclusion I'd reach, so I just settled on thinking I was asexual. In hindsight, I'd always been into guys, I just misinterpreted all my feelings of attraction as feelings of jealousy. I'd see a hot guy and tell myself that I really wanted to look like him and that was why I couldn't stop staring. It made sense at the time, even though it sounds absurd in retrospect. During that conversation, the realization that I had been in denial for years just hit me and I knew I was gay. I never knew until I started to develop feelings for my best friend. We had been close since middle school, but around 8th or 9th grade one started feeling attracted to her. Of course, since we both came from Christian backgrounds, I tried to deny it, and I even made up stories about liking guys just to seem straight in front of my peers. But when those feelings wouldn't go away, my mind was just like duck. Before then I had never had any real crushes on anyone in my school, and I thought that romance was sappy, and not worth my time. I still kinda feel that way today, but I realized from this incident that when I fall for a girl, I fall hard. My middle school teacher, who I looked up to and coincidentally very beautiful, told us that she had to take some time off because her wife was giving birth, and she wanted to be there for her. I was 11. I'd heard of people being gay or lesbian, but thought it couldn't be real in the back of my mind. I hadn't heard of bi or trans or ace people at that point either. My family is quite traditional. I never knew liking other girls was an option, much less something that could happen to me. It's like how you know dinosaurs are real when you're a kid but you have no frame of reference to conceptualize a dinosaur because you've never seen one. I'd been wondering why I hadn't developed a crush on my best guy friend like I was supposed to. Hindsight 2020, haha. I also distinctly remember Googling on incognito stuff like, how to tell if you are lesbian, am I lesbian quiz, what is a lesbian, and flannel. The lesbian quiz told me I was only 60% gay, because I didn't own flannels or have dyed hair, which pissed me off. Lying in bed that night, I thought about holding hands with a boy, gross and they look like frogs, versus holding hands with a girl, exciting and wonderful, and accepted it internally then. My first gay crisis moment wasn't until bio class freshman year of high school when my very pretty classmate tucked her hair behind her ear, and I tripped staring. Legitimately went ass over tea kettle, knocked over a stool and swept a stack of textbooks off a table. Said it was because my shoelaces were untied, but it was actually because I was too busy staring at the mesmerizing curve of her wrist, and wondering what kind of shampoo she used to get her hair so soft and gorgeous. Like and subscribe, for more funny, interesting, and scary r/ask Reddit videos.